Hi my dear children, good morning all of you. Welcome back to today's class. Okay, then the last class we have discussed about the cassowary and the elephant. I think all of you have read it very well and understood it. Okay, and then today we have to do the next part of it, that is read and write. Read and write. Then read and write. In this section, first one is A. Write T for true and F for false. Okay. I am reading the. Are you ready? Take page number 25, and I am reading the sentences. Okay. The writer was given the cassowary as a gift by his grandfather. You understood? The cassowary was brought by his grandfather from Singapore. Then the writer was given the cassowary as a gift by his grandfather. Is it true or false? It is false. It is got from the Singapore. So that is false. First one is false. You had got it from a voyage to Singapore, and so the first one is false. Okay. Second one. The cassowary was quite comfortable in the writer's house. Was it comfortable in the writer's house? No, it was not comfortable in the writer's house. You know, it was bad tempered. So that also is false. Next one, the baby elephant was quite curious about the cassowary. Was it quite, all of you know that baby elephant was very curious about the cassowary. So that also is true. That is true. Fourth, the writer's family was happy about the baby elephant's friendship with the cassowary. Was they happy? Were they happy in making friendship with the bad-tempered cassowary? No, they were not happy in making friendship with the cassowary. Here it says the statement is writer's family was happy, but they were unhappy. That also is false. Fifth one, the baby elephant pulled down the cassowary by its leg. Is it right? Yes. True. Okay. Answer these questions. B. Answer these questions. How is the cassowary bird described? Look at the textbook and find out how is the cassowary bird described. Cassowary bird, it is look like a cross between a turkey and an ostrich. It look like a cross between a turkey and an ostrich, about 5 feet in height. It is about 5 feet in height. That is why the author described the cassowary. Okay. Second one, how did the baby elephant try to make friends with the cassowary? How did the baby elephant try to make friends with the cassowary? The baby elephant tried to make friendship with the cassowary. How is it? Right from the start, the baby elephant took a great interest in the cassowary. He would circle round the old creature and examine with his trunk. What is the answer? He would circle round the old creature. He would circle round the old creature and examine with his trunk. Examine with his trunk. That is the answer. Okay. Third one. How did the cassowary react to baby elephant's action? How did it react? How did the cassowary react? The cassowary reacted slyly and raising one of its powerful legs. It reacted very slyly and raising one of its powerful legs, and then it raised its powerful legs. Okay. Hit at the baby elephant suddenly, and hit the baby elephant and give a hit to the baby elephant suddenly. That is the answer. Third one, why was the writer's family amazed? Why was the writer's family amazed? The writer's family was amazed because the baby elephant began being friendly with the began being friendly with the cassowary again, even though he had been hurt by the bird. Even though he had been hurt by the bird, the baby elephant again made friendship with the trying to make a friendship with the cassowary. That is why they were amazed. Even though it got a bad treatment with the cassowary, or hit from the strong hit from the cassowary, he again made friendship with the, or he again tried to make a friendship with the cassowary. That is why they were amazed. Okay. What did the cassowary do after the baby elephant pulled it down? What did the cassowary do after the baby elephant pulled it down? The cassowary flapped its wings clumsily and got up with some difficulty. He then marched off as if nothing had happened. What is the answer? The cassowary flapped its wings clumsily and got up with force. Got up with some difficulty. Flapped its wings clumsily and got up with difficulty. Got up with some difficulty. It then marched off as if nothing had happened. It then marched off as if nothing had happened. That is the answer. Then we can go to the grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. Here we have to study about simple past tense. We have studied simple present tense, present continuous. Okay, we have studied simple present tense and present continuous. Here we have to study about simple past tense. What do you mean? When can you use simple past tense? To show an action that is completed. To show an action that is completed. The simple past tense is used to talk about action that happened in the past or which were completed before the time of speaking. It was completed before the time of speaking. Then we can use simple past tense. I wrote a letter. That means I have completed that task. I have completed that work. Like that. Examine. We walked to the market yesterday and met our friends on the way. These actions, which actions? Walked and met. These are the actions here that had already completed. Then we use simple past tense. Okay. We usually add ed or d to verbs to show the past tense. We add d to most verbs that end in e. The word end in ee, we add e. With that word we add d, and in other words we add ed. Okay. Example, like is ending in e, then we use d, liked. Cook, cooked. Then we double the last letter of some verbs and add ed to show the past tense. We double the when in some words we have to double the last letter and add ed. Which are they? Stop, peace. When we are adding stopped, when we say what is the past tense of stop? Stopped. Then we double the letter, last letter. We are doubling the last letter and ed. Okay. Then jog. Last letter is G, then we will double the last letter and adding ed. Then also that is how also we can add we can make the past tense of a word. Okay. Stopped, jogged. We remove the y and add ied to some words. Some words is ending in y, we remove the y and adding ied. Cry. Example, cry ending is ry, ending in y. And what is the past tense? Cried, ied. We add I, remove the y and adding ied. Okay. To some words to show the past tense. Copy, copied. We change the form of some verbs as completely to show the past tense. Sometimes we have to change the complete words, complete verb. Change the form of some verbs completely to show the past tense. We have to for completely change the word that are which are to make the past tense. Example, go. Past, what is the past tense of go? Went. Go, went. Then like that we have to completely change the word itself to make the past tense. Okay, buy, bought, bring, brought, then give, given, so give, gave, like that we have to completely change it. Then take the page number 35. Here use the past tense of the verb within brackets, fill in the blanks. Saira dashed to the market yesterday. Then what is the past tense of go? Went. Saira went to the market yesterday. I dashed my old neighbor last week. What is the past tense of meet? Here the bracket, the tense is meet, verb is meet. We have to make the past tense of meet, that is met. The magician take is changed into took. The magician took out a hair. We watch, watch is changed into watched. We watched the latest film last night. Next fifth one, feel. What is the past tense of feel? Felt. The team felt quite happy about their win. Then sixth, Dilip, look is changed into looked. Dilip looked for his socks everywhere. Then seventh one, return. Return is changed into returned. They returned the books to the library. Eighth one, homie, find is changed in, what is the past tense of find? Found. Homie found the post office in the center of the town. The children baked a big loaf of bread. Kiran, ask is changed into asked. Okay. Change these verbs into past tense. Slip, then P should be doubled, slipped. SLIPPED, slipped. Stand, stood. Catch, caught. Try, tried. Smile, smiled. Reach, reached. Dream, dreamt. Come, came. These are the past form of these words. You should write in your textbook. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the simple past tense form of the verbs in the box. They dash up and down in joy. They, which verb we can use here? They clap. Slipped, stand, stood, 3 caught, 4th tried, 5th smiled, 6th reached, 7th dreamt, dreamed or dreamt, came. 8th came. Understood? These are the past form of this slipped. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the simple past tense form of the verbs in the box. They dash up and down in joy. What is the word we can use? Clapped. They clapped in joy. They clapped up and down in joy. Okay. They jumped up. They jumped up and down in joy. Second one, Aman dash his shirt. Aman, which word we can take from this box? Ironed his shirt. Tom dashed the cat. Tom the cat dashed Jerry the mouse all around the house. Tom the cat chased Jerry the mouse chased. Sumi dashed down in the last row. Sumi sat down in the last row. I dashed some potatoes in oil. I fried some potatoes in oil. The audience loudly after the magic show. Audience clapped loudly after the magic show. The principal dashed me to her room. The principal called me to her room. He dashed to pull the branch of the tree but could not. He what can we use there? He tried to pull the branch of the tree but could not. He tried to pull the. Next, ninth one. You dashed very well yesterday. You danced very well yesterday. You danced very well yesterday. 10th one, our team won all the matches. What is the past tense of win? Won, W-O-N, won all the matches. Okay, find the opposite of these words in the story. What is the opposite of this story? Empty. What is the opposite of empty? Full. Slow, fast. Slow, fast, or rapid. Slow. From the story you have to find out the opposite. Then in the story, what is the word for the fast? Rapid. Slow, rapid, weak, cheery, weak, powerful. Weak, powerful. For always, never, always, never. Fifth, small, small. What is the opposite? Great or tremendous. Great or tremendous. Similar. What is the opposite? Different. Similar, different. Seventh one, graceful. Seventh, graceful, clumsy. Graceful, clumsy. Eighth one, unusual, usual. All these words are in your textbook. You should find out and write. Okay. Find words in the story that mean the same as these words. The story, the words, the given there are another word in the story that are given here. Okay, for the words that are given here. What is the first word? Strange. Paragraph 3. From the paragraph 3, you should find out the another word for strange. Like that, doubted. From paragraph 3, you should find out the another word for doubted. Swift. Happy from paragraph 8. Wonder from paragraph 9. Awkward from paragraph 11. Great from paragraph 11. Unaffected from paragraph 11. All these words you should find out from the given paragraphs in the textbook. Okay, are you ready? You can do it, I am sure. Okay. Then listen and speak. Then you should label these pictures when I am reading. Okay, listen here. Elephants are the largest animals on land. There are two species of elephants, the African elephant and the Asian elephant. The African elephant and Asian elephant are the two species of elephants. Okay. The African elephant is larger than the Asian elephant. African elephant is larger than the Asian elephant. The African elephant has very large fan-shaped ears. The African elephant has very large fan-shaped ears. The ears are almost as large as its face or head. The ears are almost as large as its face or head. The Asian elephant has a domed head. There is a slight dent or dip in the top middle of the head. Asian elephant has a domed head. There is a slight dent or dip in the top middle of the head. This makes it look as if the forehead has two humps. This makes the forehead as if it had two humps. All African elephants usually have tusks, but only male Asian elephants have tusks. All African elephants have tusks, but only male Asian elephant have tusks. The skin of the African elephant is more wrinkled than the skin of the Asian elephant. The skin of the African elephant is more wrinkled than the Asian elephant. You should from this reading you should write which one is African and which one is Asian in your textbook. Okay. Then worksheet 5, rewrite the story of the hare and the tortoise and given it a different ending. You know the story of hare and tortoise. You should write that story and give a different ending. Okay. Then we can go to the next chapter, Curing the Dreamers. Curing the Dreamers. Curing the Dreamers. All of you have the habit of dreaming. Then our Tabodata always look sitting lazy and dreaming. Is there any need of that? No, there is no need of that. You should work hard, and then only your life will be happy. Okay, work hard, and then only your life will be happy. Then this moral is saying in this story. Okay, go to the story. Gopal lived next door to Deepu and Seema. Gopal and Deepu and Seema are the characters of our story. Then this Gopal lived next door to, he is a neighbor to Deepu and Seema. Gopal is the neighbor to Deepu and Seema. The couple was poor. This couple, Deepu and Seema, are very poor. Neither Deepu nor Seema was interested in working. They were very lazy. And they didn't have any interest in working. They are always dreaming. They are always dreaming without working. They are always sitting and dreaming like our Tabodata. You remember Tabodata? Like that. They didn't like to work. Deepu and Seema was interested in neither Deepu nor Seema was interested in. Both of them were not interested in working. All that they ever did was laze around and daydream. What did they do? They laze around. They are always lazy and always in daydreaming. They are always in daydreaming. What is that daydreaming? They are dreaming that they are becoming rich without working. Like that, they are always in daydreaming. Gopal was worried about the couple. Worried couple means here husband and wife is known as couple. You know that. Gopal was worried. Gopal was always afraid of this couple. About this couple. He was always nervous of this couple. He was always thinking about this couple. He used to think, I wish I had helped Deepu and Seema. There is no success without hard work. Deepu and Seema must work to make their dreams come true instead of idling away time. Someday they will learn a lesson. I just hope it is not too late. Then Gopal was thinking, I wish I could help Deepu and Seema. He was thinking, I wish I could help. I wish I can help Deepu and I wish I could help. He thought of thinking. He thought of helping this couple. Helping this couple. But what did he do? There is no success without hard work. He know there is no success. They will not be successful. He know very well that they would not be successful in their life if they were not working hard. If they were not working hard. Deepu and Seema must work to make their dreams come true. To make their dream come true. To realize their dream, to make their come true means to realize their dream, they should work hard. Come true instead of idling away time means instead of wasting their time, they would work hard to fulfill their dream. One day they will learn a lesson. I just hope it is not too late. It is not too late. Soon he will learn a lesson. Gopal was thinking soon they would learn a lesson. It is not too late. They are going to learn a lesson. Gopal is thinking. Gopal consoled himself. Okay. One day Deepu said, tomorrow I shall not go to work. Deepu said, tomorrow I am not going to work. Who said? Deepu said. Let us both go to the fair in the next village. What do you mean by fair? Fair is a place for conducting exhibition. Fair is a place for conducting exhibition, a place where many people gather to sell or buy things and to have fun. We have a lot of fun there, circus, magician, and like that. All the things, all types of fun is there. That is, and all people are gathering there, and they can buy and sell goods in that fair. That is known as fair, a place where most people are gathering. Large people are gathering in a place for some fun and exhibition. That is known as fair. Okay. Then he says, I shall not go to work tomorrow. Let us both go to the fair. Then without working, how can they make money? They are thinking about that. Without working, how can they make money? Let us both go to the fair. In the next village there is a fair conducting. Maybe we shall win a prize in at the games, prize or two. Maybe by playing some games, maybe we shall win some prizes, one or win a prize or two, win a prize or two, then we got money. They says like that. Maybe we shall win a prize or two at the games. I might win a pair of gold earring. Then his wife said, Seema said, I might win a pair of gold earring. Before playing the game, they are dreaming of getting prizes. I might win a pair of gold earring. He said, sometimes I may win a pair of gold earring. Gopal often wished they would not waste their time daydreaming. Gopal thought of making them realize the importance of working and then wasting their time in daydreaming. They would not. He wanted to make them understand. There is no need of wasting their time in daydreaming. I wish I could do something to make Deepu and Seema understand the importance of work. He wished to do something to make them understand the importance of work. They will never achieve anything by merely dreaming. By dreaming, they would not going to do anything, they would not going to gain anything, or they would not get anything by daydreaming. It's a real friend of Deepu and Seema. One day Gopal heard Deepu say, my master is so happy with my work that he has promised to give me a lot of money. Then one day Deepu said, his master was so happy with his work, and so he promised to give him a lot of money. Deepu's wife was excited. Then his wife was excited. We must buy a cow with that money. Before getting that money, they are dreaming what they can do with that money. Okay, we must buy a cow with that money. She said, we must buy a cow with that money. Selling milk fetches a lot of money. When we have cows, it would give us milk, and we can sell the milk in the market, and we can get more money. Selling milk brings a lot of money. Selling milk brings a lot of money. Selling milk brings a lot of money. Soon we will become rich. So soon means within no time, or suddenly we will become rich. Selling milk brings a lot of money. Soon we will become rich. Soon means within no time we will be rich. Immediately we will be rich. Yes, her husband said eagerly. Eagerly means anxiously or excitedly. Yes, you are right. Yes, her husband said eagerly or excitedly, I shall take the cow to graze every day. Then she said, I shall take the cows to graze every day. To graze means to feed it, to feed the grass. I shall take the cow to graze every day. I shall take the cow to feed or to graze every day. You can milk her and sell the milk, and then you can milk her and sell the milk. We must also make and sell curd. Then from that milk we can make curd. You can make and sell curd. We can make curd and sell it. Buttermilk but not only curd, buttermilk and butter. Butter fetches higher prices than milk. Then for this butter we get higher prices than milk. For the butter we get more prices than milk, said Seema. We shall need many big pots to keep all the curd and butter. Then we have to buy more and more vessels, or more and more big pots to keep all the curd and butter. We shall need many big pots to keep all curd and butter. I shall go and buy some right away. Then I am going to buy some pots to keep these curd and butter. Okay, I shall right away means immediately I shall go to the market for buying these pots. Okay, to keep the curd and butter. Okay, I shall go and buy some right away, Deepu said. Soon Deepu was back with 5 pots, and then he bought 5 pots. One each for milk, curd, buttermilk and butter. For 5 pots he bought. How many pots? 5 pots. One each for milk, curd, buttermilk and butter. He said, in this small pot you can keep the milk that will remain after selling. There is a small pot also. Then he said, in this small pot you can keep the milk. In this small pot you can keep this milk that will remain after selling. After selling the milk, some milk will left there. So you can keep that remaining milk in this small pot. Good idea, his wife exclaimed. Exclaimed means said in a loud voice, or in a she was very excited. She was very excited. I shall give the extra milk to my friends. I shall give that extra milk to my friend. This made Deepu angry. When she says she should give that extra milk to her friend, Deepu became angry. What? He shouted. I buy a cow with my money. Take it for grazing and work hard, and you will gift the extra milk to your friends every day. I bought that. I am going to buy that cow with my money, and I take it for grazing and work hard, and you will gift the extra milk to your friend, and you are going to give that extra milk to your friend every day. I don't allow you. Deepu and Seema began quarreling. For that reason, Deepu and Seema began quarreling. Gopal decided to teach the couple a lesson. Gopal decided to teach the couple a lesson. He went to them and asked, why are you fighting? He went to them and asked, why are you? Then Gopal heard this and he decided to teach the couple a lesson. He went to them and asked, why are you? What is the reason behind your quarreling? What is the reason behind your quarreling? Why are you fighting? Deepu explained everything. Deepu then said everything. Gopal pretended to become angry. Then Gopal pretended means acted. Gopal pretended means acted. Gopal pretended means acted. He pretended that he was very angry. Oh, now I know who ate up all the cucumbers and brinjals from my garden. Oh, I know who ate up all the cucumbers and brinjals from my garden. I understand that. Who ate up? Who is eating? It means past tense of eat is ate. Who was eating all the cucumbers and brinjals from my garden? It was your cow. It was your cow that is eating all my brinjals and cucumbers. You must pay for them, or I shall complain to the police. You must pay for them. Your cow had eaten all the cucumbers and brinjals from my field, so you shall pay for them. Otherwise, I will complain to the police. Who said? Gopal said. Cucumbers and brinjals. Deepu and Seema stared. They were stunned. Cucumbers and brinjals. Garden. You don't have a garden. You don't have a garden, exclaimed Seema, surprised Seema. It is the garden I am going to plant and which your cow is going to destroy. That garden I am going to plant. It is the garden I am going to plant. The garden I am going to plant and which your cow is going to destroy. And garden is I am going to plant and the cow is that you are going to buy. Both these are your dream. Both are in dream. Both are in dream. That both things are not realized. It is the garden I am going to plant and which your cow is going to destroy. And garden is going to destroy by the cow you are going to buy, said Gopal. So you must pay for the brinjals and cucumbers right now. You should give money. You should pay means you should give money to the brinjals and cucumber that you have eaten by your cow. Deepu and Seema realized their foolishness. Then they understood their foolishness. Then Gopal could teach them a lesson. Gopal could teach them a lesson. After that, they stopped dreaming and began working hard. After this incident, they began working hard. they stopped dreaming and began working hard. So our all chapters are completed. Then all of you should do all the works very soon and send to me. In this chapter there is no work to do, only for a fun. This is only for a fun. You should read the chapter and understand. That is the only thing you have to do. Okay, and study the new words in this chapter. Okay, today I am going to wind up this class. Thank you. All of you have. I wish all of you have a nice day. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you. Okay, see you.